weird.
There's too much. There's a lot. Okay.
We're live.
So we're live in 2 different places. So you guys are getting a direct head-on and a side view of us. But essentially, we wanted to come on here and talk about. Well, I wanted to come on here and talk about kind of like an outlet of what's been going on and how I'm feeling. So anybody that knows me knows that I'm a psychic medium, knows that I do readings and things like that when I go live, and I will do that tonight. But today, that is not what we're doing. So
we're not, because I'm here. And when I'm here, it's the Mo and Ambi show. Very important that Mo comes first.
No,
but it is
Mo
the Mo and
does not
Ambi
come first. It's
always
the Ambi and Mo show.
You like this? Just
why are you yelling?
Oh, sorry, I get excited. Give me some likes if you think it's the Mo and Ambi show.
Okay.
All the likes.
Okay.
I want all the likes today.
So listen.
Oh, sorry. We're gonna be serious.
Yeah, we have to be serious. What are we doing today? Thank you for asking. So essentially, I got this tattoo, right? And I love it. I think it's beautiful. But it's really been making me question kind of like my life choices, my life experience, just kind of everything. No big deal.
So there's tattoo therapy where you go to feel the pain and you feel better afterwards.
Yeah.
And now this is a different type of tattoo therapy where she needs to go to therapy after having the tattoo. But continue.
True. So in case you don't know, like I have my whole arm done and I have other tattoos on this side and other tattoos. But I guess like the thing that I'm really contemplating with this one in particular is the fact that it can't be hidden. The fact that it's so out there and so plain. And one of the things that I've always told myself that I really admire about people that are covered in tattoos are their ability to kind of like say fuck you to society's norms and their ability to go outside of themselves and not care what people think. And I've always told myself that I am one of those people that doesn't really care. I'm not asking your opinion.
Sorry.
And that doesn't care what people think and that's brave enough to go outside of the lines and all of that. And what this has shown me is that I am not as brave as I originally thought. And so tell them about your story.
Well, I'm Mo. Hi, friends. Apparently, hi, friends. I'm just going to tell you guys about my story. Well, I always tell Ambrosia.
No, not tell me.
I'm just telling you.
All right.
I tell her that I don't like to be put in a box. I'm not a person that likes, because I've been gay for a long time, and I don't ever want to be put in that gay box. Like I at the end of the day, that's not how I identify myself. I identify myself as Mo Scata. That's just who I am, and I don't want to be in a box that, oh, I can't do this because I'm gay, or I can't do this because I'm not straight, and this and that. I don't care what people think. I'm just going to be me. So my biggest part when it happened to me was when I got my haircut. So pre-pandemic, I had short hair. Short hair don't care. I did though. I had long hair. My mom is a type that she is a scary lady. Love her, Joanne. I hope you're watching this. Oh, she's not on TikTok. I'm not gonna worry about her. But she accepts me for who I am, but doesn't at the same time. I have to always reel her in, saying that I'm still who I am. It doesn't matter who I'm dating. And my hair was always a big thing. I hated it. I had long curly hair and I always put it up in a bun, and I hated it. So pandemic hit and I said, I'm doing it. This is the best time to do it. And I chopped all the hair off, chopped it all off. And I was telling Ambi this morning that, you know, I understand what you're going through. I get the whole tattoo. Like all of a sudden you look and you're like, I looked in the mirror and I was like, God damn, what did I just do? Because I've always been gay and I'm okay with it. But now I am telling the world I am gay, because before I had just the undercut and then the sides, but I had all that hair on top. Men still hit on me, so they were still confused, and it was, you know, all that stuff. So then when I cut my hair, it was, hey, guess what? This is it. The world now knows. And some days are easier than others. She knows that. There are times that going into a women's restroom is one of the scariest things in the world, because I feel like I'm going to get my ass kicked. But it's who I am, and it's a big thing that I told her. Like, you can't worry. Every day is a different day. So some days it's easier and some days it's not.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
So do you think, no, I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
So do you think that interviewing you, do you think that a part of you
I like it.
wasn't okay with the world knowing that you're gay, or was like trepidatious about the world knowing
First
that
off,
you're gay?
trepidatious,
you
spell
know
it.
what that
Spell it.
fuck off. You know what that means. Go ahead.
It wasn't that. It's you're putting it in people's faces. You are. It's not like, and before it was, oh, she could. We're not really quite sure. Blah blah blah. And now it's well, is that a boy? Is that a girl? Because I get those comments a lot. And now that we know that she's a girl, she definitely is into other girls. So you are throwing it in people's faces that you are gay, which at times, yeah, because you see people look at you and you understand like it's the same thing that's going to happen with your tattoo. People are going to have judgment, which because that is what the world exactly what the world is. But then once they get to know you, it is what it is. So it's more of the idea of people putting you in this box that I don't want to be in this box and not having a way, because I'm not just gonna tell everyone my story because they don't deserve who I am now, but they don't deserve my story because they're judging me. So it's kind of like that, if that kind of answers your question.
And I guess like my thing, like I got my first visible tattoo was this little dragonfly. And when I got it, my mom cried and told me that I looked like trashy. I looked like I was a drug addict. I looked like all of these things that she associates. I'm going to read that in a second.
I'm reading it now. Go ahead.
That she associates people with tattoos with, right? And I kind of got it in a way of saying like, fuck you to her, but I could still hide it. I could still wear long sleeves and it's not visible. But this is visible. Like you can't hide it, right? So all of those feelings and those prejudgments and those preconditioning that I've been told my whole life about people with tattoos or those people and whatever those people are has really been brought to the forefront of my mind because I really thought I was past it. I didn't care what people thought. And I think this is just kind of more of a wave, more of coming in and coming out instead of here I am, I've arrived. What do you think about that?
I don't know, but I like that no one should judge anyone.
I agree. Nobody should judge anybody, but we do.
100%.
People are judging you all the time anyway. Might as well be who you are and what you want. 100%. I agree with that.
But I think the judging thing, like I think there's a rhyme and reason for it. Like I enjoy putting my 2 cents in things.
Yeah, you do.
But I give it in my safe area, which is normally just to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just broadcast it with my face or make comments. Like prime example, one of my favorites is going in when I'm washing my hands in the women's bathroom and a woman comes in and goes, oh shit, sorry, and leaves. And then has to come back in because she's got to realize that she is actually in the women's room. And that's the judgment right there. Instead of just being like, oh, I don't know if this is a boy or a girl. Let's just keep it moving. Yeah. That right there is judgment. Like she's not meaning to do it, but it happens.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make me feel good. But I mean, like it is what it is. More, and I tell you this, it's more I feel sorry for her than I feel sorry for myself. Because I put her in an uncomfortable position for being my true self.
And that's I don't feel that way. Like, I don't feel what made you choose that specific pattern on your hand. My mom doesn't like them either, but you have 13. She's chosen to accept it. So here's the thing about this. Like, it's not that I am looking for validation from somebody to be like, oh my gosh, that's really pretty. I feel like it is really pretty. And I've been wanting to get my hand tattooed for a couple of years. And I've wanted specific things. It's just triggered me more than what I thought it would. The specific pattern on my hand was chosen because I really like the moon. So I wanted to get the moon. And then these are the elements: earth, air, water, fire, and spirit on my thumb. And I liked all the little pretty decorative things too. But then there's all of these like... It's not henna.
Nah.
But
you probably should have started with that.
I probably should. It's permanent. It's permanent. It's a permanent tattoo. Yeah, it's pretty. I like it. And it's not really so much about the tattoo necessarily. It's more of I thought I was past being because I'm almost 40. I'm 39.
Wow, you just admitted that live.
I did.
Wow, you guys are lucky.
And I really thought that I was past the age. I guess we have these like preconceived notions of what we should be at certain ages. But I thought I was past the age of giving a fuck about what people think.
That's
and it turns out I'm not.
Because one of the biggest things she says is your mom's going to hate it. And I was like, yes, she is.
40 making a note. Don't make a note. Don't
make a note.
Don't make a note.
She'll never admit that again.
No, don't make a note. Yeah. So I just thought that if anybody's out there, hi Nike, if anybody's out there having a difficult time and feeling like, because I feel like we all go through these motions of feeling similarly and having a hard time kind of at the same time. But if anybody's in their head or second guessing their decisions or feeling worried about what other people think, you are not alone. I will catapult you towards growth. It will catapult me towards growth.
I already told her that too.
That. Yeah.
Except I did not use that big word like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it absolutely, I'm sitting in it. So I'm sitting in the discomfort and I'm just sitting in the knowing that it's permanent, knowing that if I want something to change about this, drastic steps need to be done. And this is kind of like jumping off the bridge and regretting it on the way down. You know what I mean? Or questioning it on the way down. Not really regretting it because I really don't regret it, but I'm way too worried about what people think. Placement has such bigger, beautiful meaning. They do.
Yeah.
I'm very in my head and unsure of next steps. You're not alone. I appreciate that. And so the irony here, I feel like discomfort will with support. Yeah. I feel like
good morning.
What's interesting is that like I'm a psychic. Sometimes I get in this space of like you should know the answers. And then other times I'm in the role of teaching other people how to tap into their intuition. But what about when that intuition tells you to do something that's really uncomfortable, that tells you to go into the fire instead of avoiding it?
I love going into the fire.
Well, that's because you're a firefighter.
That was a great analogy
you
right
like that
there.
Analogy?
I do. Well, and as I said to you earlier, like that's life. You only grow as a person if you put yourself into discomfort. We get to an age, and I'm like that sometimes, where you get in the monotonous.
Tell them about the sauna.
Oh, well. My New Year's resolutions this year is I want to put myself in. I want to start doing things that I've always wanted to do and that are uncomfortable, because being uncomfortable makes you grow as a person, and it's scary, but it makes you not worry about things. And the sauna is one of them. It's weird because as a firefighter, you would think I love the heat, but I'm uncomfortable in the sauna. First off, I'm in a woman's sauna, which I don't know what people are judging me for then, because, it is what it is. But
it's uncomfortable going in the women's locker room, to be honest.
100%, because I think one day I'm going to get my butt kicked. But anyways, in a sauna, it's hot, it's vulnerable, and I decided that I'm going to start sitting in saunas because it's good for you. It's good for your mind, your soul, all that stuff. And I'm doing things that make me uncomfortable this year. That is one of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Another thing tomorrow I'm going to be doing, I won't butcher it because I know we can't call it that, is I'm going to be doing, what is it?
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai, because I've always wanted to fight somebody.
I love that you've always wanted to fight somebody.
It's not just that. It's just the whole, but with that, that's that whole part of it is just like, that's uncomfortable because you are going to be put in like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Physically uncomfortable.
It's going to be physically uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm going to be close with somebody. I might not be good at it. I don't like to do things I'm not good at. Yeah. It's expensive. Yeah. So like, that's the other piece. We all know, they all don't know, but I'm cheap. I like to save money. So it's like, I'm going to do it now. I've always wanted to. So
yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. So just putting this out there, maybe do something uncomfortable, and it's not going to be, someone said there can't be rainbows without rain. I love that. I'm staring at my hand right now.
Because she loves it. We had a conversation last night, and I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be a bad day tomorrow." But I think we're turning that leaf. I think we're turning into, what did I just do to? I'm gonna rock this.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.
Yeah, me too.
Because if not, it's an expensive and painful way to get it off.
Yeah. So just to let you guys know, I'm gonna go live tonight and do the
Woo-hoo!
normal
I
questions.
won't be here.
No.
I'll probably be sleeping.
Do the normal questions, psychic questions, and things like that. At 8:00. I'm gonna try for 8:00, and if not, I will go for 9:30. And then investigating your discomfort is so empowering. It surely is. It surely is. Thank you. I appreciate that, Megan. Hi, everybody.
No, it's 100%. And like, you get to a point where it's like, you feel like you can, once you get like, if you're uncomfortable and you become comfortable, you realize you can do anything. And that to me is really empowering.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's always going to be
Eastern
something.
Time zone. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. But you're also going to always, I don't know. I think being uncomfortable is huge because, like I said, we get old, we get in the monotonous, we do the same thing over and over again,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're never going to be uncomfortable. So
Mm-hmm.
just going outside, like, I can see why sometimes people don't even want to go outside, and it's uncomfortable just to go outside and go to the store by yourself.
Oh, yeah. Doing things by yourself, that's so uncomfortable for people.
Yeah. I mean, so for me, years ago, when I was back home, like, this was years ago, my biggest thing is what I always want to do is go out to eat by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me was uncomfortable because who goes out to eat by themselves? I started actually going to movies by myself, which I absolutely loved because no one's going to hate on the movie you're watching. It's just you. You can go during the day, so it's
Nobody
cheaper.
sees you.
Nobody, yeah, it's just, it's nice. But but me going out to eat, that was a huge thing. Like, all eyes are going to be on me.
And everybody's wondering why you're alone.
Yeah, like, what loser?
That's the big thing.
What loser is sitting by themselves?
Yeah, the
and
judgment.
Then I embraced going out to eat by myself. I would go Fridays because at that time I didn't work on Fridays. So Fridays I'd go out to eat by myself, and I did that every Friday.
Going out in public is uncomfortable. I agree with that. But I also think that when I look at someone eating by themselves, I think of how peaceful they must feel and how nice it must be to be by yourself and just in your own. I like sitting by myself and eating. See, it's weird. That doesn't bother me as much.
Yeah, well, the worst is when then, like, because I'm the type that someone's always going to sit next to me and start talking to me.
Because you're chatty.
Which is good, because that was the other thing, like, yesterday when I went with you to get your tattoo. Like, I've been, like, not wanting to go outside and talking to people, and I really enjoyed myself.
You really did. Doing something you're uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
I think of it as, I'm never going to see these people again. Why should I care what they think? I agree. But then you realize that most people don't care a lot. 100%. I agree. I think we overthink what people are thinking about, and that's what holds us back. Because we've made up these whole stories about what they're thinking, or like we've made up these whole narratives about what their perception is, and it could be completely wrong. But, like, I don't know. It's very strange. It's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting, like, stepping outside of your comfort zone or stepping outside of this little box that you've been in for a really long time and saying, I'm opening myself up to being judged.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Why don't you read it for people in the back?
Oh, okay.
That's me. I'm in the back.
So Nike said, but when you realize that most people don't care, and a lot of things we are overthinking, which I agree. And then someone said, at Nike, yes, this thought is what helped me get through a severe social anxiety.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I think everybody has.
Yeah.
And it's just,
especially after the pandemic,
it's how much you put out there. Like, I mean, just gonna make yourself uncomfortable. So I challenge all you guys, all of Ambrosia's listeners, I challenge all of you guys to start doing stuff that make you uncomfortable. Start doing things that you've always wanted to do and make you uncomfortable this year. Yeah. I think that's what this year should be about. It is for me. I'm excited. I've already done stuff. I'm going to be doing the sauna. My gym stuff's going to be different. I'm going to do all those sorts of things.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
She's being more vulnerable on here than she normally is.
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, because normally I just read questions.
Yeah.
The only time I'm on this is I'm being like, we do psychic stuff.
Yeah.
Which I don't do. I just ask questions.
Yeah. You're doing good.
So we're out there.
we'll let you guys go. We'll see you tonight. I'll see you tonight, Eastern time. Treat everyday life like a social experiment and make it more fun.
Yes.
Great. I like that.
Because we're only here for so long. Trust
And then
me.
we're gone.
I'm just kidding. I'm not the psychic.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye, friends.
And we're still live over here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Only
End
one.
stream. Bye guys.
Can they see that whenever they want?